Scots pine, also called forest pine, is an evergreen tall tree belonging to the conifer or Pinaceae family. It grows up to 40 meters in height and may become 1,000 years old. It is one of the hardiest trees able to withstand bitter winters with temperatures of minus 40 degrees Celsius. Scots pine is native to Europe, Russia, and eastern USA also. In Europe, it is found in particular in Scandinavia, but also any places in Europe. Scientific researchers have shown that Scots pine and also the other conifer family members react very sensitively to air pollution and all environmental damages. Their essential oils spread an aromatic, woody, fresh, and unique fragrance, which is popular especially in aromatherapy. In comparison with other species of conifers, Scots pine and other pine trees have long needles, mostly arranged in pairs. Most species are monoecious, which means male and female cones are found on the same tree. Especially in Korea and Japan, the pine species is connected with a symbolic signification. It means strength, longevity, and the patience of a saint. Therefore, we find them around temples often and gardens. In China, pine also stands for longevity, persistence, and also self-discipline. All conifer trees exude resins to quite some degree. Some of this resin naturally is present in the branches and twigs used for distillation. Pine resin is called the gold of the north, and amber, popular in pieces of jewelry, is actually fossilized pine resin, originating from pine trees, some of them 50 million years ago. Amber is regarded as holy by the North American Indians, as well as by the population of India. It absorbs negative energy and supports the self-healing process when put on hurting parts of the body. Pine resin was used during the Middle Ages for fumigation and disinfection. It was believed to transform vital energy into unconditional love. The essential oil of Scots pine is obtained by steam distillation of medium-sized twigs with needles and cones finely chopped into wood chips. An essential oil only from the needles, as often claimed, does not exist. They are always parts of the wood from the twigs or branches with the bark, which go together with the needles for distillation of all conifer oils.
Le maître distillateur et son ancêtre. Le maître et l'ancêtre.
We owe a lot to this group for the oxygenation of our planet. The fresh, forestal, slightly pungent note of Scots pine oil is typically for the pine needle oils. These extremely versatile oils represent some of the oldest aromatic energy on Earth. Their connection with the human respiratory system is old folk medicine. With the strong power of oxygen and carbon dioxide pulsations of their evergreen, ever-active needles, it is no wonder that conifer trees release essential oils which are traditionally used to detoxify and strengthen our mucous membranes of lungs, bronchi, and sinuses. In case of these complaints, it is an excellent choice to have some drops of the essential oil in a diffuser or benefit from simple direct inhalations from the bottle or a few drops on a handkerchief. Maybe a few drops on a face mask during a flu could be an idea. Pine oil favors a stronger intake of oxygen and an increased outbreathing of carbon dioxide, a powerful energizing momentum for the whole system. But in a secondary stroke, many inflammatory or infectious disorders like cystitis, urinary infection, cold and flu, etc. are successfully treated with pine oil by virtue of its proven antibacterial and antiviral effects. And just look at the needles. Conifer trees came up with this more or less sharp and spiky form of leaves, so to say, which help them to stay evergreen, resist evaporation, avoid problems from cold or overheating. One can say that the needle is a contracted leaf, and this allows the tree to not lose its leafiness, so to say, in winter and continue to stay green. Yes, and not only the thin needles, but also the essential oil in them play their role in terms of temperature balancer during ice-cold winters and hot summers. And since they are so abundantly present in the breathing system of the tree, means in that part where oxygen and carbon dioxide pulsate, they carry this signature with them onto the next step of their mission on Earth, the realm of healing. This needle mood, you can say, of the conifers shows a defense mechanism of rare efficiency. Another secondary effect of the stimulation of our energy metabolism is a normalization of thyroid functioning. And with its cortisone-like properties, Scots pine also energizes the adrenal glands, making it an excellent neurotonic and a powerful ally in case of weakened functioning of the nervous system and the immune system. Scots pine is extremely effective in cases of asthenia, fatigue, nervous exhaustion, and stress. Its direct, straightforward energy instills confidence, courage, boldness, and untwisted clearness. Also, problems of arthritis, rheumatism, and muscular pains are related to therapies with Scots pine. But in fact, all conifer oils are an expression for the inner life force, always specially present in trees. We sometimes forget what an energy nature mobilizes to build up a 40-meter high tree, and often much higher. So Scots pine essential oil is often a good remedy to start a new learning process and open access to new vitality, which is able to free us from possible anxieties, frustrations, and physical pains also. Lying down under pines in a forest and listening to the rushing of the branches created by the wind is a music which pine trees are masters to bring about. The success of the Shinrin-yoku, the so-called forest bathing in Japan, where people are led into conifer forests for breathing therapies, has a lot to do with this beautiful plant family. Pine is definitely an oil for the respiratory system, but with this, it is also an oil for the heart. When we activate our lungs and increase our breathing capacities, we simultaneously tonify our blood circulation, our cardiac strength, and also, not to forget, our lymphatic system. This means we de-stress in one go our physiology and our psychology, or in other words, we increase the tonus of our body-mind and touch our soul. But even putting a few drops of a Scots pine oil directly on our kidney area can be an amazing helper for recovering our energy, physical, mental, and psychological. And inhaling such an oil for a few minutes makes the brain rejoice, especially there where the limbic system governs our days. Truly to say, pine oil, a real miracle of an ancient plant power to set the mind clear and get strong again.